Welcome in, everybody. Our final series of the day is unfolding, and we are here in Meta Madness number 9. Some housekeeping for all of you before we get into the draft and all of that. This is the Meta Madness style of draft, so heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps. In the series, there are 17 tournament-restricted heroes, meaning they are unable to be banned, picked, or played. We do have Anduin, Blaze, Brightwing, Chromie, Dehaka, Garrosh, Genji, Hanzo, Hogger, Johanna, Junkrat, Lucio, Medivh, Rehgar, Sergeant Hammer, Sylvanas, and Valla all banned away in the tournament, or restricted is actually a better way to say it. So they cannot be picked, played, or banned, any of that good stuff. The heroes, as I mentioned, that are picked and played on maps 1 and 2 will be further banned in the future of the series. So, for example, if we get a first pick Diablo, he cannot be played in maps 2 or 3. Now, you might be saying, is this a best of? No, it's not a best of. It's a 3-map series. So we'll be guaranteed 3 maps. Now, map-wise, the members of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew banned away Battlefield of Eternity and Garden of Terror. We do have Dragonshire and Blackheart's Bay banned away by Nameless Kings, so we will not see Blackheart's Bay at all today, unfortunately. There was a chance in the last series, but it looks like Dino and friends decided not to choose it because they did choose most of the maps. The York Tyrande banned. Thrall removed as well, as not surprising. We've had very high priority on the Thrall, especially with the changes in the most recent patch and all of that. We are on current patch, we are on live patch, all that good stuff. The only bug that I currently know of, the only major bug, is that Falstad Q is bugged, giving more damage than it should. So that is removed, but you can still see Falstad picked up. Typically, it's been auto-attack Falstad, the two Swiftwings we've got today. I doubt we see a W build Falstad like ever, but that is an immediate Medivh first pick on the right side. Tomb of the Spider Queen is a really good map for Kerrigan to get stackage and double soak, so I wouldn't be surprised if one of these teams prioritize her early on. Gul'dan is great here. Falstad gets a lot of stackage as well. There's a lot of really good opportunities, but a first pick Urel, they want the control with the Righteous Hammer, and there's the Gul'dan. I like it a lot. I'm a big fan of Gul'dan in general. As we do get into our second and third pick for ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. It's the Medivh. Will they pair an Uther with this? Umbral Bind into Uther Stun is really nice. Tyrande was already banned away, so she can't be the follow-up. Huntress Mark is a nice addition as well. But I think, like, Uther could be a nice slot in, and then they could pick up some extra wave clear.
Grant us strength.
It's going to be Rexxar, as well as Malfurion, okay. I don't hate the Rexxar Misha whatsoever. They're phenomenal in the bottom lane. Flare can be utilized as a nearly constant vision tool in that bottom objective turn-in, also to get vision in case someone's going to gank the Rexxar Misha or a rotation down to that lane happens, or even a turn-in. Ban-wise, as we're in the mid-ban phase, both teams do need a main tank. That could be the priority direction. You could see a healer ban out from ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. A Nubrak will be removed. Don't want to deal with his dive. His Cocoon value, secondary CC with Impale as well. So, I mean, Medivh, Spirit of Vengeance, Umbral Bind into a Nubarak CC, or even vice versa is really nice. Last ban on the right side could be a heal. Wow! That is just rude from ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. I am not a fan of all these Cho'Gall bans today. Sorry, I have a Charlie horse in my leg right now. I'm gonna massage it out. Urel, Gul'dan. Yo, what's up, Saddle? Good to see you, bud. You're just in time for the final 3-map series of the day, and there's the Uther Kerrigan. That's the Kerrigan I was kind of anticipating. With the Urel, Uther, Gul'dan, Kerrigan, I'd like to see, like, something that dives and has CC. Diablo Nubrak's been banned. Muradin would not be bad here at all. ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew could take the Muradin, which would not be... Yeah, I actually like the Muradin into the Kerrigan because you could put some pressure back into her. Imposing Presence will probably not be grabbed. Oh! The Malfurion actually is kind of indicative of a Stitches. Now that I think about it, the Malfurion plus Stitches with the Umbral Blind Medivh, Greymane. Really threatening draft coming out from ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. I like it a lot. Last pick on the left side. Stitches.
I'm not checking in.
Main tank Uther this game. Uther Kerrigan. Wow. Alright, so now that there's an Ana, Malfurion will totally not go into Emerald Dreams level 1, right? Right? Because there's an Ana, we won't see Emerald Dreams level 1. That's totally what it is. For those that missed it earlier, there was a Malfurion on Tomb that took Vengeful Roots, and they were drafted into an Ana, and the reasoning, I did ask, was because the teammates had said that if you take Emerald Dreams against the Ana, it is not going to work out. So this should be Vengeful Roots again, right? By that logic. Left side of the map is going to be Nameless Kings with Mariel playing your Gul'dan. You've got a Holpaka Uther, Tank on Kerrigan, Scorch playing the Ana, and it is going to be Ubi on your Yrel. Oh, look at that. Wow, still takes Emerald Dreams.
Battle begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We do have right side of the map is going to be reformed on the Stitches. You have Hunter Orc, Malfurion, Sven playing the Medivh, BRB soaking on the Rexar. We have Vasilio playing Greymane, and Misha, of course, will be played by Misha. What is going on? Why? Why so much chaotic energy now? Why? I'm so confused by this. I really am. Chaotic Energy had no changes. Echoed Corruption got a Pinnacle talent, and Pursuit of Flame had no change. I think the tooltip was just changed in the verbiage, but I don't think there was actually legitimately any change onto Pursuit of Flame. I think just the definition changed in the percent of the radius increase or whatever. Nerfed into the ground? I thought the Pursuit of Flame was literally the same. Oh, are you messing with me, Stark? I honestly can't tell. Stitch's level 1 is going to be that Hunger for More. You do have Viciousness Greymane. There's the Flare I talked about. A cooldown of 20 seconds, but activation time of 20, so basically when it expires, you can play it again. You lose stacks on Felflame if you die? You do? Because that's kind of news to me, because it doesn't say really anything. I mean, get 30 stacks without dying. That is not hard. That's not hard to do. I am messing with you? Okay, thank you. Because I was like, nothing really changed on Pursuit of Flame outside of if you die, you lose your stacks. But once you complete the quest, you have the quest, it's done. And then Echoed Corruption got stronger. Yeah, without dying, yeah. Yeah, once you hit the 30, you're fine. But at this rank of play, I doubt I'll see Gul'dans dying. I'm sure this Gul'dan's already finished 30 hits onto the enemies. Oh, it is bigger? I thought the verbiage just changed, but it was still the same. Okay, so it is bigger. Okay. I thought they only changed the verbiage with no actual increase in size. So it is even bigger, too. So, yeah, exactly. So what the hell? Anyways, let's stop talking about talents here. Let's talk about what's going on. We've had a lot of rotations. We've had 1 kill so far. We have gems being gathered on both sides. A little hook from Stitches goes out. A Malfurion root fishing for something after that. Alright. It is bigger, and they changed the verbiage because... Oh! Okay, okay. I thought it was just a verbiage change, honestly. Got you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, these are all good things to know. We gotta keep practicing. We gotta have our terminology and everything locked down for HGC 2026. I mean, BlizzCon 2026. Kerrigan's low. She'll get a healing grenade and a heal from Uther. Sven, hold in with the Primal Grass. There's a hook onto Holpaka, but there's no root following that up. And this is going to be a stun onto the Stitches. We do have a Silver Touch, by the way, level 1 for the Uther. Kerrigan almost Kerrigan's going in for it and gets the kill. 48 stacks for the Kerrigan, by the way. Her Ravage is now baseline. Minions get 1 stack, heroes get 5 stacks. At 75 stacks, Ravage deals additional 125 damage. At 125, the pinnacle reward. Ravage deals a further 200 damage. So 325 damage increase if Kerrigan finishes that out. Kerrigan once again putting the pressure onto Hunter Orc. The Drain will not get the kill, and Kerrigan taken down by Stitch's slam, actually. The hook lands into this Gul'dan. Some Fell Flames thrown back as well. Wave of Light out from Uther. The hook misses as well. BRB Soaking trying to go for the channel. Yrel Avenging Wrath looking to maybe take down the Misha Bear for a little more experience. And absolutely that will be achieved. The first Webweaver summoning could be here on either side. We'll see who gets the last gems turned in. 11 needed on the left side, 4 needed on the right. Moonfire coming out, Gildan Cocktail splashing into the wave. And by the way, we didn't mention it, but it's nice Memento level 1 for this Medivh, so she'll be able to clear out these camps quite quickly on her own. And we'll see, does she tap well, or just hang on to the health she's got? Okay, looks like no well tap from Sven. Kerrigan ravaging through the wave, looking to get her first reward or milestone on this baseline quest. The red web weavers will descend over the side of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew as Misha Rexar on bottom back off. Yrel pushing the wave up. 23 gems for her. Gorge, Curse Bullet, Unleash the Board, Containment Disc, and Malfurion. Silence or heal? It is silence. It is going to be your Twilight Dream from Malfurion. Divine Shield, Nano Boost. I'm sorry! What? Maelstrom? Wow. Wow. Mega Storm at level 20 did get buffed, but Maelstrom baseline is no change. 90-second cooldown, deals 110 damage per second to nearby enemies, last 7 seconds. I honestly don't know what the Omega Storm does, because I think literally in the patch notes I read it and said, no one's going to take this, and then continued to read the patch notes. Horrify from the Gul'dan, by the way, as well. Really? Really? Spirit of Vengeance in. Yrel gets hooked. The Ardent Defender will be activated, but she's going to get gorged. That should time out. And Ubi, 26 gems. Could be a loss. Moonfire gets the vision. Yrel running to the right. Gul'dan picks up his last globe. A hook. And that's a lot of gems to be lost. Dude, Stark, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I was not anticipating it. I was like anticipating just a nano boosted Gul'dan realistically. But let's see. I'm so excited about this. I don't think I've casted a Kerrigan Maelstrom in years. Containment Disc. Hey, the activation. Kerrigan's gonna pause. She's dead. I mean, there was no allies around or anything like that. There was blue web weavers ascending. Kerrigan gets popped in top lane. 88 stacks for her, by the way, so she has her first milestone. Stitches is half a level to getting his extended hook. We have 18 globes for him, 2 more, and he'll have 10% movement speed increase, or 10% movement speed buff when unmounted. Yrel looking for the Avenging Wrath, but Misha has a charge to interrupt that one. Alright, Kerrigan has respawned. She's heading into top lane. Top lane, what we've already cleared away. Mid lane is beefy with a camp as well. Avenging Wrath in from Yrel does take down the Misha Bear. And Medivh is going to be able to clear out bottom lane. Looks like that is the end of the Webweaver phasing. 13, of course, on the right. There's that extended hook for Stitches. Still just waiting to see our rotations and stuff. If there's going to be any sort of pressure into Yrel in bottom lane. That's a lot of gems on BRB soaking, but this... Wow, that's a really good hook. onto Urel. Rexar's gonna be fine for the time being, though. They're playing it really safe on the right side. I mean, he's got nearly the entire turret for a team. $14 Hunter-Gatherer stacks, by the way, on the Rexar V-Shield to 25. And it's 28 Silver Touch. All right. Oh, a hook onto Gul'dan. Immediate Gorge. Sleep Dart is the answer into a Righteous Hammer. Mild Fury and Silence afterwards, and that's going to hit onto Urel. We do have Kerrigan coming in with the Nano Boost and the Maelstrom, and Kerrigan has to pop Chrysalis as she's just not getting that much value. Red Web Weavers will descend. Hook goes a little to the side of where Hopaka would have been. And 104 stacks for the Kerrigan, getting really close to finishing out the Ravaged Pinnacle, which, honestly, I don't think I've actually seen a Kerrigan finish yet. So top lane wave, Sven, Spear to Vengeance in. The allies pushed up mid a little bit. Is there a hook from Stitches to go? Oh, that was a good Sleep Dart. We do have the bottom lane fork going down. A hook onto the Ana. The Horrify from Gul'dan pushing people around. That's Malfurion taken down immediately. Curse Bullet lands. Kerrigan hit with a Containment Disc. And the Drain forces Gul'dan, or sorry, does force the Stitches back. Another Ravage in. The top lane forward is saved with a few hundred HP. The bottom lane wave is pretty thick here. As the wave of light from Uther goes through, Kerrigan ravaging through the top lane wave. 5 stacks away from that baseline to be completed. Urel clears out bottom. And there is enough for a Web Weaver summoning. 57 of 55 on the left, 65 of 60 on the right. And BRB Soaking still holding the vast majority of the turn-in with 56 currently.
My altar awaits the gems. Bring them. Bring me their power.
Kerrigan has finished out her Pinnacle, so 325 total bonus damage. On top of whatever Ravage already does. Root was anticipating the Stitches hook to land. Tank is going to be interrupting route with some of the Avenging Wrath. There's going to be Containment Disc into her. The Primal Grasp from Kerrigan does not pull Stitches into the Impaling Blades. Containment Disc expires. Uther had a Cleansing Hand already. Hand of protection right there at the tail end of it. Be Crazy, thank you for the redemption. Good to see you, bud. Happy Saturday to you. And while we have this lull in the game, a small PSA. If you have not sent me your address for the Christmas cards, be sure to do so. I will be working on those this weekend, and I'm going to be getting a batch. I'm going to try and send a batch out on Monday, if not Tuesday. I need to go to the post office and mail something for my mom anyways, so. If you don't know if you sent me your address, exclamation sheet. And if you have sent me your address, then ping me in where you sent me your address. 16s on both sides. Kerrigan, Primal Grasp into Impaling Blades. This is going to be Containment Disc from Medivh into the Ana. We have Urel a little bit low. That's a huge Horrify into a Greymane. And Gul'dan steals the kill. Web Weavers still pushing in top and bottom. We do have mid cleared away, but a Gorge into the root. Sorry, not Omega Storm. Maelstrom with the Divine Shield and Nano Boost. Kerrigan pulled back in. The Nano Boost about to expire. Maelstrom absolutely did. There's an Umbral Bind. Kerrigan pulled back in. That's a lot of gems to be lost, honestly. That was a good chunk of gems right there from Kerrigan. Dropped and lost, but there is a blue Web Weaver summoning still available. 63 of 55 held, but with the kill into Kerrigan, this is looking like it is going to be a boss call. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Hook into the root. There is going to be Containment Disc onto the Gul'dan. Nisha charge. Silver Touch is completed. A hook onto Gul'dan once again. Force Unleashed. Sven trying to back away. The Drain is there. Avenging Wrath, Goomba Stomp. And Medivh gets taken down. By the way, Purifying Darts. Roots and slows from the target. So no 50 armor apparently. which was such a terrifying thing. And the other, oh, that's a good hook onto Ana. Yeah, the -20, -40 armor is really scary. I do like that now. It does feel a lot more threatening. I still think tower priority should go to enemy heroes diving, allied heroes underneath the allied towers. I do think that is just a classic and good mechanic in any MOBA. But the -20, -40 armor does feel a lot more fair now if it targets the enemy. That hook, my god, are you serious, dude? Reformed with this post-level 13 hooks are great, but it does not seem like the cooldown will fall. Kerrigan is back in the engagement. 36-second death timer for Uther, as that is just another hook landing. Root, Maelstrom is going to be activated, but the counter of the containment disc slows any, or stalls out any damage. Nisha will be lost. Kerrigan ravaging it once again, looking for the Primal Grasp of Hailing Blades. Ravages over onto this Greymane, but can Kerrigan back away after diving in so deep? Nah, bud. Yeah, there's still like a good like 10-ish people who haven't sent their address to me, so yeah. Yeah, exactly, Stark. Yeah, it's a positive direction at least. I'll take that. It's a positive direction. I also do think that the these backline forts do help out a lot, or these backline towers actually really do help out a lot too. All right, Master Hooker for Stitches, Kill Command, Blunderbuss, Shadow Orb Huntress, and your Astral Communion. All right. Not enough for a Web Weaver, but I think they're going boss, and I don't think it's been scouted.
Need some assistance right now.
I actually see the flare right there. Well, if they were to look, they would see the flare. It doesn't show on the minimap, but
That's the way.
We know that the boss is being grabbed. As I said, still a ways to go for a Web Weaver summoning on the side of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew, but it's 8 up on both sides when it comes to our kills, and 20 talents here, almost here for the left. Regeneration globes on your Stitches, by the way. 10 more, and he'll have 15% movement speed buff. So Kerrigan might get caught out in the rotations. Their Containment Disc. Containment Disc immediately, but no hook to try and pull her out afterwards. Okay. Boston top lane is going to move past the Web Weaver. This mid lane Web Weaver should confirm before it eventually grab in from Urel. Misses the Righteous Hammer as the Vault of the Wards will be activated. There's going to be a hook onto Ubi. The Gorge comes out afterwards. Ardent Defender is available. Silence immediately. Divine Shield from the Uther still comes out. A hook fishes for Ana, but she will not be pulled in. Primal Grasp Impale looking for something from Tank as well. Start throwing a bird at the enemies. Another flare goes out for Vision. Top lane boss working on keep at about 50%, a little bit more than that. Fan of Knives from Maya thrown out. No pin down completed. Only one stack on that bad boy. A hook sidestepped by Kerrigan. Beautifully done. And the mid lane Web Weaver cleared away as it does get keep gate. Mid lane, or top lane fort will be saved. Bottom lane fort will be lost. What's up, Slow Roll? How you doing, bud? And Boston top lane nearly takes down the keep. It's going to be down to about 5 or 10%. The defense through bottom lane, though, is going to be pivoted into from ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. Redemption Uther level 20. We do have Kerrigan with Psionic Shift at 70-second cooldown. Hook went fishing, but no one pulled out of position. We do have the Nano Infusion, Seraphim Urel, and Gul'dan is going to be picking up the Haunt. So no Omega Storm for the Kerrigan, which is honestly surprising, but I mean, Psionic Shift I kind of understand. The Omega Storm, Maelstrom's duration is increased by 0.4 seconds every time it damages a hero. Baseline is the 7-second duration. Kerrigan looking for a combo. Sven gets the Vault of the Wardens, has the Vigorous Vaulter level 20 automatically. Kill Command from Rex Armisha activated. Containment Disc, Orify for Gul'dan. Silence from the Malfurion. Divine Shield on the Ana, as well as Sven with 13 gems looks to back away. A Root from Malfurion tries to create space. Sonic Shift in from the Kerrigan, looking to chase in as well. Misha goes in for the charge, but hit with a Righteous Hammer. Kerrigan ravaging once again, Primal Grasp. She'll be the one pulled out of position. There's going to be the Maelstrom activated by this Kerrigan as well. No Nano Boost activated, as that'll be a hook avoided. Kerrigan goes for the Primal Grasp, lands it onto this, Greymane. Active reload from Ana popped during that as well. Sven gets the Spirit of Vengeance over the wall. Looking to back away. That's going to be a Ravage. Yrel takes down Medivh. And 7 gems needed for a blue Webweaver summoning. Could be gotten off of the top lane from Yrel. She's going to soak up a bit in mid too. It's not too bad of a situation for Nameless Kings. What's up, Booty Scooty? Bunch of cuties in chat today. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Saturday. A great day of casting. As a reminder, today's the last day of the group stage. The playoffs will not be happening tomorrow. Playoffs are going to be starting next weekend, December 13th. Tomorrow, Cure has his ARAM tournament. I will be casting that. I have contacted Cure. He's all good for me to cast it. He's not going to be casting all of it because he's going to be playing in a little bit of it. There's also going to be simultaneous games happening, so I'll do my best to basically not be in the games that he's in, so that way the tournament has as much coverage as possible. And the tournament, the Cure RAM tournament tomorrow does start at the same time as this, 7 a.m. West Coast USA, 10 a.m. East Coast, and I believe it's 16 CEST, or CET, you guys aren't in summer anymore. The blue Webweaver's due to send while we had our little information dump there, and is this going to be Nameless Kings finding victory? Keep in mind, Nameless Kings are currently 5-0 in the group stage. Overall, they're 5-0. I believe their map record, when I was looking earlier, was like 14-2 or something. Literally have lost 2 maps. Kind of crazy to think about. War's Unleashed. There's going to be a self-cast Divine Shield for the Uther. Avenging Wrath in. Takes down the Misha Bear. Bottom lane, Webweaver pushing in. Kerrigan, Maelstrom is activated. She looks to dive in. The Horrify from Gul'dan pushes people back. There's going to be a Nano Boost activated on the Kerrigan. She ravages into the minion wave. This is going to be bottom lane. Keep getting a little bit low. 10 seconds on a Misha respawn. Kerrigan ravaging in, looking for the Primal Grasp Impale onto the enemies, but no connection onto any red member health bar. As is this going to be a continued pressure through bottom? Disengage is looking like it will be called. If you're looking for some later game stats, there it is at the bottom of your screen if you're looking at the damage and such. Kerrigan and friends will go and clear out this mid lane wave. 15 of 65 held on the left-hand side. 39 of 65 turned in on the right side of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew, and they have 43 held. Enough for a Webweaver summoning. The clutch will open up in 2 seconds. Can Yrel defend? She'll scout. Stitches, yeah, Stitches and friends do see her over here, floating around. She'll... The Avenging Wrath on the left-hand side, Seraphim, and a Hand of Protection overlap from Uther right there. If I'm not mistaken, that was Hand of Protection, and indeed it was. Now, Hand of Protection does have some cooldown values to it. If you are curious, it is going to be activate to make an ally unstoppable for 1 second, cannot be cast with Uther. Basic attacks reduce the Hand of Protection cooldown by 5 seconds. And it's not like hero specific, it's just basic attacks. So no Webweaver turn in from ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. Overlapping cleanses between Seraphim and Hand of Protection. Worked out. Uther probably has some decent cooldown already. There's a hook forge into Gul'dan, but there's so much pressure back into the Stitches. Maelstrom activated. Horrified from Gul'dan. Armor debuff with the Haunt. Kerrigan's trying to chase in. She wants the Ravage direction. She'll Psionic Shift in. Gets that Divine Shield. Looking to take down the Rexar right now. Misha will fall to Ana. Feign Death. Carapace right next to that. That is going to be Avenging Wrath in. Primal Grasp Impale. And is this going to be core call right now? Greymane, Malfurion, and Medivh for the defense. But I'm not too sure that it is going to be something achievable for ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. Sven getting dove on. Umbral Bind applied. There's a Sleep Dart into the Medivh. A root goes underneath her to create some space from the allied Malfurion. Gul'dan continues to put pressure onto the core shielding. Allies don't have a minion wave, and Gul'dan has the range, I guess, to just keep throwing Fel Flames in. Imagine if you had, like, imagine if there was a level 1 talent, chat, where you could have, like, more range and stuff on your Fel Flame. That'd be crazy. If only. If only there was a level 1 talent like that for Gul'dan. 77% remains on the core, 6 seconds on a Stitch is 18 for that Rexar Misha. No one's really stepped up into the core. Kerrigan getting the Nano Boost is going to ravage in this side. You're out with the Avenging Wrath and the Righteous Hammer. Stitches steps up. He's going to be easily stunned by the Uther. There's going to be a Gorge onto Kerrigan, which kind of saves her 7% on the core. And that is Nameless Kings with victory here in map number 1 of our final 3-map series of the day here in day 7 of Meta Madness Group Stage. Minus 40 armor, monk up. Shh. Just kill the core faster. Right? I'm being facetious. Just kill the core super fast. Then you don't have to worry about minus 40 armor. These cowards not just turbo-inting into the core and trying to die. What's up, Captain? How you doing today, bud? Yeah, that is true, Stark. Yeah, that is true. I do keep forgetting about the minus 40, though. So if that's the case, if cores are reducing armor by 20 and then to 40, that means that the Cursed Hollow... Alright, my apologies. A little bit of a delay on my end. Sorry, I had to get a glass of water as well, because I was like, you know what? I'll get a glass of water, and that way I have tea and water for the remainder of the stream. I don't need to get up. Alright, so, as I said... The expected bans here is going to be that Thrall, Falstead will be removed as well. From the side of Nameless Kings on the left-hand side, we have Tyrande and Leorc banned away on the right. This is going to be first pick priority going over to ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew, which is going to be Infernal Shrines map choice coming out from Nameless King, as they're going to have the... Excuse me. They're going to have the 1-2 pick up here. Malthael first pick, which I really do like on this map. Especially into the Diablo. Dude, I am so happy. I am so happy that we are seeing so much more Arthas. I think he is a massively underrated tank. I really do think that he is a massively underrated tank. Nice prediction, indeed. How dare you get a drink? Apologize again. I'm so sorry, Stark. Please forgive me. Please don't kill my character. That actually is a request. After wrongfully accusing you twice yesterday, please don't kill my character today. Maybe just give me, maybe just make my character distended if we make it to the Spice District. Diablo, Alexstrasza, Mephisto. I am a big fan of the Alexstrasza, Mephisto combination. Diablo is probably going to go Devil's Due level 1, because what? Less than 3. Damn it, Janet. Thank you so very much for the Prime Gaming for 8 months. Skadoosh. Thank you, bud. But yes, Alexstrasza, Mephisto, and Diablo. Diablo does have his level 1 Devil's Due, which gives you 2.25% increased healing from globes and wells based on the amount of souls you have, or per soul you have. So that's really nice. But as I said beforehand, I'm a big fan of Arthas. I think he's a super underrated main tank. Syndragosa, Army of the Dead, both really good tools. Syndragosa better. But I definitely can see Army of the Dead even used in the solo lanes. We actually saw it earlier today. His attack speed debuff, his movement speed debuff is really nice. The Howling Blast Root is really nice. His auto attack reset essentially from his trait is really good. Where's Crushinator to hate on the Cassia, as we do get a Cassia Ariel on the left-hand side. Nearly a full Diablo composition, by the way, from Nameless Kings. Malthael, Cassia, Ariel, Arthas, obviously WoW, but we do have Diablo, Alexstrasza, Mephisto right side. What do they want to do for the rest of this draft? We do have a Deckard and Samuro band away. We need a solo lane and I'd like to see an auto attacker. Raynor wouldn't be too bad here. I like his siege value with Hyperion and stuff. Okay, the Tracer sustain damage I'm cool with. I'm a big fan of Raynor. His pepper is really nice. He's got a lot of mobility. He's got the Inspire for the minion wave and possibly the camps if he goes Exterminator level 1, which is also good for racing down the objective because the monster value from Exterminator would be procced. Oh, alright. So it is going to be Hyper Carry Cassie on the left-hand side from Nameless Kings. We do have, I really like the draft of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew, though. I really, really, really do like this draft. I think it's really fun. And we'll see who comes out on top, but Arthas against the Tracer, that Tracer might struggle a little bit with her attack speed debuffing, as well as the Cassia blinds. But let's get into it, everyone. Get your gambles in. You got 2 minutes. You got 4 minutes. This just occurred to me. A Nintendo MOBA might do well. Really? Have you ever heard of Pokemon Unite? Also, Nintendo and esports... Sorry. Nintendo and esports don't go hand in hand. Nintendo and esports are two bad things. Mariel will be playing your Cassia Hopaka on the Arthas, Scorch playing a Ariel, Ubi on Malthael, and Tank on that Imperius. Right side of the map, we have got the members of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. We got BRB Soaking playing your Sonya, Reformed, Diablo, Sven, Tracer, Hunter Orc, Alex Straza, and Vasilia will be playing your Mephisto.
4, 3.
Oh shit! What a time! Tier 3 sub.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Oh my fucking god,
Tier 3 sub.
holy shit, what the fuck?
Oh, this is gonna take forever, isn't it?
Well,
that's a tier 3 right there. In the middle of our casting. Thanks, Hostile. Oh, this is W's. This is W's. Yay. This is Celestial Charge from Imperius landing onto the Diablo. We do have the Arthas still chasing in, but Diablo uses the minion to dash away. Hostile, thank you for the tier 3 for 67 months, 2 months away from being nice. Arthas is going to go into the Frost Presence level 1. You have the Searing Light for the Ariel, a Fear the Reaper, Malthael, and Burn the Impure. Charge Strikes as well for the Cassia. Right side will be, as expected, the Circle of Life for the Alex Straza, 3 of the 15 stacks for her. Diablo's not going to be going. Interesting. I mean, Soul Shield is really nice and everything. I just was thinking it'd be Devil's Due level 1 to pair into the Alex Straza constant globe spawning. We have Parting Gift, Tracer, Mephisto picking up his unyielding power already at 10 of the 40 stacks as the Tracer will be traded. Malthael and Tracer will be traded. I'm assuming it was damage over time onto the Tracer that did take her down, and it was actually a tower shot. Tracer diving a little too deep right there. And you can never sub again? What are you talking about? Then you do what Kaimo does. You remind me every month until I'm at 420. Kaimo's resub message is literally like 300 and something months to go. Is Porky playing today in the tournament? What do you mean? BRB Soaking, trying to back away in top lane. Imperius, Solarian Flare, Diablo comes in with the Shadow Charge Tower Shots into this Imperius as he Celestial charges back into the Diablo. Still tanking a Tower Shot or 2. Ubi Malthael has rotated up into the bush just below. And Scorch is here as well. Big top lane fight to potentially take place. Howling Blast North just picks up a 4th stack on that Frost Presence level 1. Damage strike into the wall. Absolutely, Stark. Absolutely. No, I just honestly just thought that, like, with the globes and Alex Straza typically being with Diablo, I thought it'd be a good synergy together, but nah. What's up, Rob Dog? Good to see you as well. Alright, first Punisher, Arcane Punisher in the mid lane. Let's see what ends up unfolding here. And thanks again, Hostile, for the 67 months. I really do appreciate it, bud. Thank you kindly. Howling Blast finding its way into a couple enemies. A few Skull Misses coming out. Overpower, Celestial Charge misses. There's going to be Lightning Nova activated by the Mephisto as Diablo's taking a lot of damage. There's going to be a Pulse Bump from Tracer landing in. He got locked and loaded, by the way, for the Tracer at level 7 with that Pulse Generator level 4. Spear in from Sonya. Celestial Charge landing. That is a lot of damage. Mephisto shades back, but he has that origin location, and he will be taken down. Another kill over to the left-hand side. Nameless Kings find a secondary As Diablo tries to make some pressure happen onto the enemies. The Howling Blast over the wall. There's going to be some damage into Reform, but not enough to take down the big bad Lord of Terror. But that is the Arcane Punisher coming in through mid lane. We do have Malfiel heading into top to go soak. Arthas is going to go to bottom. Dragon Queen activated. Celestial Charge misses onto Diablo. And an abundance put down from Alexstrasza. Arthas actually rejoining as he might have pivoted out of bottom back into this mid lane. Celestial Charge missing. Minus armor onto Imperius, but he does pop his own armor. Skull Missiles raining out. Reformed is getting low. That's Diablo taken down. No souls for him to buy back in, as now Imperius lands a Celestial Charge, but he dead. Is there a reason? I have no idea. It's not. Porky doesn't report things to me. I couldn't tell you, bud. If he's here, he's here. If he's not, he's not. That is what it is. Substitutes in Heroes of Storm exist. If you want to know why Porky's not here, DM him. That's all I can tell you. Oh, let's see. Last Right, Sindragosa, Wrath of Ingerius. That will also be your Crystal Aegis for Ariel, and a Ball Lightning Cassia. Howling Blast lands on Diablo, so he's going to hit level 10, so he has the reduced soul consumption. Currently 94 souls as the Sindragosa will be summoned in the bottom lane. Celestial Charge comes through. Does Sindragosa not actually lock down this right side tower? Oh my god, it doesn't. Sindragosa doesn't lock down this tower, chat. That's actually kind of sad. Yeah, it's not stunned. You have the stunned effect. Oh, Saint Dev, I know you watch my channel a bunch. Get on it. Alrighty, 15 stacks for your Arthas level 1. We have 133 on his level 4 as well. 4 stacks of repeated defense for the Ariel. No less rights for the Malfield. 29 stacks on the Mephisto as Diablo's full on souls. I thought it hit because it had damage on it. I thought it hit, unless the Sindragosa didn't. There's that possibility, but I'm pretty sure it did hit because there's a slight bit of damage on the structure. The Sindragosa does like a little bit of damage, 354 damage, so... If I am wrong, by all means, please let me know. It did hit the tower. That's what I thought. Lightning Breath activated by the Diablo into this Arthas. He's trying to back away. Lands the Howling Blast, but Skull Missile from Mephisto does land in, and that's going to be Scorch trying to zig and zag. Tracer comes in. Diablo smooshes Ariel into a paste as she'll be taken down. And now it's a Celestial Charge to try and allow Imperius to back away, but he ends up just bonking into his own fort gate. Will be taken down. A triple kill picked up by the side of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew as the next objective is top lane, but they have a minion wave here in mid, and they are going to rapidly reduce the fort gate and possibly the structure to rubble. It's not like it has anything where it is like impervious or anything. It's not like invulnerable like the core status or anything like that, so that's why I was like... Anyways. Well, another little thing for us to have changed in the game. Yeah, VP as well. The fifth one, the fifth structure disabling is killing the structure. That's the last option for structure disabling. Tracer is going to be taken down by the Imperius. We are on a tear today, apparently. Overpower from Diablo. That's going to be Endurance of Hate into the enemies. A Lightning Breath, a Crystal Aegis, and Ariel still goes down. Sindragosa summoned once again. It had no trajectory towards that top tower, but the Celestial Charge lands into Diablo. Alexstrasza pops her Dragon Queen. Does have the Circle of Life level 1. The Wrath of Ingerius pulls Diablo out. That's the last right thrown out to Diablo, but it's Imperius to be taken down. Punisher picked up by the members of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew, and it's just an absolute massacre here with this Punisher in the top lane. It does have a different info. It is called a Tower Cannon Lower L3 Standalone. Whereas Fort Towers are called Town Cannon Tower L2. And let's see, Keep Gates are L3s, so... But yeah, it does have a unique, weird name. Town Cannon Tower. I'm sure it'll get caught at some point. I'm sure... I would not be surprised that Saint Dev doesn't see it on someone's stream today. Pulls Diablo in by the fort gates. Reformed is going to get a life binder from Alexstrasza in time. Sindragosa, sorry, not Sindragosa, Celestial Charge comes through. You do have Imperius getting a little bit low. The Lightning Breath coming through. That's going to be a kill into Imperius, a kill into Arthas as well. Wrath Berserker activated. Spear in from Sonya. Bottom lane, Fort Gate is getting low, and the members of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew with a really good map number 2. This might be a 1-1 game, but I mean, we still got a lot of Heroes of Storm ahead of us in this Infernal Shrines map. 16 talents here coming up soon on the left-hand side for Nameless Kings. The Frozen Punisher, I didn't look at the last timer, but we got to be getting close to the announcement for that. Maybe 30 or so seconds at most. Okay. Cannon towers deal bonus damage. Yeah, that's always been a funny thing that I've always seen as well. Structures dealing more damage to structures. Pulse Bomb lands on the Scorch. Sticky Bomb slowing. Detainment Strike pushes back the Mephisto, but he still gets the kill into Malfield. We have Dragon Queen activated by this Alexstrasza. Huge heal on the BRB. Soaking does connect. Alexstrasza wind buff and pushes people around. That's going to be Cassia taken down as well. Imperius will fall. And that Frozen Punisher was way later than I anticipated for the mid lane. We are beyond that 30 seconds, but it doesn't matter. We have the announcement. Mephisto in top lane. Different Diablo character pushing up a wave. Sonya steals away this camp, and we do have mid lane wave soaked up by ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew with a 2-level lead and a 6-kill advantage. Alright, so Sonya is going to get a little healing right there. We do have mid lane wave quickly cleared out. Diablo's going to grab the globe, and objective has been started. 20 talent, 1 level away. Tracer actually getting more soaking bottom. Rat Berserker, I heard Sonya pop as we were kind of pivoting our vision out of this mid lane, but so many of the waves are pushed out. Tracer's gonna start working on a camp, but I think once the enemy does show up, she's probably gonna leash this and join the allies. I see her, yeah, she's gonna leash it and join the allies. Detainment Strike lands into Diablo. Mephisto has got some decent value with his shade in. There's a last rights onto somebody. It's going to be onto the Sonya, but she gets a life binder. Meanwhile, Crystal Aegis on the left-hand side. Durance of 8 will time out onto the Arthas, actually. Cassie able to back away. Imperius falls to the Sonya just above it. She still has Wrath Berserker active. Level 20. Really close. Shadow Charge. This might be the kill that pushes in for 20. Big heal, but the Lightning Breath. Is that level 20? No, it's not. Sorry. That Lightning Breath looked a little bit bigger than it normally does. I thought that was Hellfire, but Hellfire just increases the duration. Skull Missile takes down the Cassia. Malfield self-cleanses as Diablo's about to land the Shadow Charge overpower. 10-kill difference, and this might be a GG moment in favor of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. What's up, Umberwolf? Good to see you, bud. You're a bit late to the party today. Your absence will be noted, and you will not be able to come to the pizza party. I'm sorry. That's a very American thing. I don't think that exists outside of America. 20 is here. We have, wait, hold on. They're going to go for the Malfield Pulse Bomb. Shadow Charge. Imperius is here, though, so it's not going to be a Finland. Ario respawning. Arthas about to be back up, but the core is falling. The Punisher is healthy. It's looking like this will be a GG, and ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew are going to be victorious here in the second to last map of the day. GG, well played. We got a 1-1 score, and ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get set up for our final series after we take a look at some of these stats and some of these stats as well as talents. And because of someone's generosity and resub and support, we are now 32 subs away from our sub goal. Oh, we're inching in there. But as I said, we're going to go ahead, roll the last block of ads out. Be sure to subscribe if you're enjoying yourself and you're having a good time. If you have the availability to support the stream and help us push up for sub goals and support full-time streaming, bringing you casting, commentary, and all that good stuff, be sure to subscribe. And don't forget, we do have the raffle going on right now. All subs, gifted subs, get you a raffle ticket in the Bahamut giveaway. That's all the sticky notes on Bandit's camera, on the wall, I mean. But lastly, as I said, please do consider subscribing if you're not. If you'd like to gift subs, that's awesome. But let's go ahead and get set up for the final map of the day. We're going to make a nice big gamble, and we'll pay out the current one right now as the members of it come. Welcome back, everybody, into the final series of the day. On the left-hand side, it's going to be Nameless Kings. We have them with first pick in the Sky Temple map, and ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew, as the winning side of the last game, did opt in for first pick priority. Or, sorry, it's a map pick. No, my God. Nameless Kings lost last map. Chose first pick priority. Map choice comes out from the members of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew, which will be the Sky Temple map. And as I said beforehand, since it is the Meta Madness style of draft, the heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in the series, and we have the tournament restrictions as well, so there are currently 37 heroes unavailable. As we get through the bans, there will then be 41 heroes that cannot be played on this map number 3 in our final map of the day. Vikings and Falstad will be banned out. I don't know what they want to get rid of here. I really don't. Chen will be removed for Sky Temple. Okay, because like there are so many different directions to go into right now. We still have Abathur up and available. We still have things like Nazeeba work pretty well on this map for Siege. Asmodan has been picked up here and there as well for more Siege potential on top of that. I really don't know what direction these teams really want to lean into, so we're going to find out here with our Illidan being banned. Okay. Illidan will be removed. Falstad, Chen, and the Vikings as well. First pick on the left-hand side is gonna be what? Nameless Kings. Oh, what hasn't been played? What's up and available? What's strong to start a draft with as well?
For the Frozen Throne!
Nubrek's not a bad start whatsoever. You got Burrow Charge, you got Impale, you have Cocoon Lockdown, you have Beetles to take tower shots, so maybe you can step up and Siege a little more as well. On the right, and you also do have a bunch of different directions you can go with Nubrek. You can go into Carapace build, you've got Beetle build, you can go to like a Burrow Charge build as well. First pick Cho'Gall.
Another battle.
Abathur Samuro. Abathur Samuro out the gate from ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. Okay, alright. Oh, with a Nubrek first pick, though. It could be like a dive-heavy composition that they're building.
I'm here to help. I heed the voice.
Okay, so that's really nice, honestly, as a fight. It's Burrow Charge into Impale, Lunar Flare, Huntress Mark. You've got Jaina Burst, or Wave Clear is good. Team Fight's nice around the objective area. Oh, it's a Moodier. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming by. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day, my friend. Alright, maybe a solo lane target ban here? Azul will be removed. You know what honestly would work out pretty good with Nameless Kings? A Rainer. The Jaina Rainer combo with like Ace in the Hole and stuff like that would be really nice, and then they could pick up something that just wave clears and solos pretty well on its own. I don't think it'll be an Asmodan. I don't think they really want to go that double mage direction. Ban-wise on the left, I mean, it's already Samuro Abathur out the gate, so there's that. That's already a thing right there. Tyrael will be removed as well. I was trying to think of like heroes that could also buff Samuro further or just has good mobility, and Tyrael's a solid ban. But if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Muradin's been played in this series yet. Muradin's not too bad here to be able to brawl, to break the people out of cocoons. Speaking of cocoons, Li Ming could be grabbed. Cloned Li Ming is not bad either. Li Ming on this map in general is nice. Disintegrate is a good counter. You also have Force Armor level 1 that you can go into. So there's the Muradin. Kerosene will be grabbed with that, so it's a very auto-dive heavy composition on the right side. You can't have Dehaka hostile. He's tournament baseline banned. Exclamation MM is the restricted heroes. 17 restricted heroes with Lucio being added in this play day. Anubarak, Jaina, Tyrande. As I said, I like the Rainer and then something solid just to solo. Ooh, Alarak is some aggression. The rare Ragnaros. Someone go wake up Allura. And the last pick on the right side, Abathur, Samuro, Muradin, Kerosene. I still like the Li Ming, honestly. I still like it.
This realm needs me.
It's like it's my job sometimes. Is that a quarter milli gamble? Do we have any quarter milli gamble matchers? Holy Jesus. $250,000 on the gamble, everybody. Right side of the map, we're going to be seeing ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. We have got Basilio playing your Li Ming, Hunter Orc on the Kerosene, Reform Muradin, Sven is your Abathur, and BRB Soaking will be the Samuro. Left side of the map is going to be the crew of Nameless Kings, Mariel playing that Jaina. We've got a tank on your Alarak. Ubi will be playing the Ragnaros. Scorch is going to be on your Tyrande. And Holpaka will be playing that Anubarak. Alright, well. We got a big freaking gamble. We got a pause at the start of the game. And that's that. Bit of a bummer. I want to see if this first Tyrande hits. Or first Sentinel from Tyrande hits. Muradin, Dwarf Block, level 1. We've got a Aether Walker, Li Ming, so we're not going to be seeing any... I was wondering if she would go into Force Armor at level 1, but going to be going into Aether Walker. You do have your Overwhelming Power for the Alarak. Okay. Well then. Apparently everything is all set and ready to go. Alright, so as I said beforehand, we do have all those characters on respective sides, and the big question is going to be, will we have a Sentinel that crosses the map and hits the enemies?
4, 3, 2, 1. Go fight. Do
Where was that Sentinel going? Well, didn't hit. GG's. GG's. ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew is supposed to win, right? Burrow charge in from Opaka. Impale lands onto the Muradin. He's going to try and back away. Dwarf toss to the side. And that'll be Way of Blade level 1. We do have your Dwarf block for Muradin. It is going to be Pressurized Glands on the Abathur, as well as your block stack. Sorry, not block stack. The Iron Fist Karazim. Ragnaros will pick up his Sulfurous Hungers for the Empower Sulfurous. He gets 25 blast hits on the minions. Lunar Blaze. We do have your Carapace armor upgrade with Nerubian armor. That's going to be a Lunar Flare landing. Burrow charge to follow up. Hunter Orc is going to be able to dash to the minion wave just below. So we do have that overwhelming power for Alarak level 1, as we mentioned. He gets bursted down by Li Ming. A reset for her. She misses the Arcane Orb. Nubarak is on the point, getting punched up by this Karazim. Reformed is low. Dwarf toss to the side. 97 HP. Li Ming gets onto the point. Samuro's here as well. He'll take down a Nubarak. Karazim will... Actually, Karazim gets the kill. And now Muradin looking for a possible Stormbolt. Gets the Dwarf toss in. Jaina's gonna zig, but can she zag away? There's going to be a slow, but Samuro uses Mirror Image for a short distance teleport. Not a Sakuchi, just literally the placement of where the Mirror Images go allows Samuro to have the auto attack range to take down Jaina. 4-1 in kills early on. The invade on the camp not successful for Nameless Kings. And this is now going to be Siege Giants pushing in through bottom. Alarak is going to be down here to clear out the wave, and we have Muradin looking to push up as well. This is going to be Samuro in the top lane with the Abathur hat, trying to put pressure onto Ubi. Unable to do so. Sentinel thrown in towards top lane. And you still have a minute left on the Twitch prediction, by the way. If the first 2 minutes has swayed you by any way, shape, or form, get your last gamble in of the day. I mean, currently we're sitting at over 500,000 on the gamble. Huge. Huge for the final one of the day. Stormbolt into a whole lot of damage on Opaka. BRB Soaking wants to take down the Anubrak, but is able to burrow charge the left. Molten Core is going to be utilized here, and it is going to clear out the incoming wave. I was thinking that Molten Core was popped for the team fight, but meanwhile, Jaina in the bottom lane is being chased. Samuro has the Abathur hats and will not be able to chase in further, unfortunately for him, as he breaks away for the Siege... Excuse me, Siege Giants in bottom. Alright, well, either way, it's going to be mid and top objective phases are here. Arcane Orbs from Li Ming to clear out the minion wave. We do have Karazim starting out objective. We also do have Alarak looking for a combo. He did go show a force level 4, so his max sadism can currently be 150. 30 from takedowns, 20% increase from level 4 as Muradin Dwarf tosses up towards top lane. Maybe they look to collapse onto this Ragnaros, but he's out of there just fine. Minion wave going to be cleared out by Karazim and Li Ming. We do have Samuro Mirror Images harassing onto this Jaina through mid. Level 7's here. Mule picked up by Abathur. Sven going to start backing away a little bit. A few auto attacks from Hunter Orc to land into Opaka. And Muradin, he's going to have those tower shots into the top lane fort gate. We have Mule summoned for top as well. Sven going to mitigate some of the early siege coming in. Burrow charge from Anubrak fishing for Li Ming, but she's able to back away. Samuro's going to be CC'd a bit there, but he will not be taken down as this Alarak is unable to step up. We do have temple shots onto the top lane fort, which are going to weaken it, but not take it down completely. Mid shots have expired. Samuro in the mid lane gets the kill onto Jaina with the help of the Abathur hat. Alarak over here looking for some sort of engagement as... Oh, this is not working out for Alarak whatsoever. Good night. And Samuro continues to open things up in mid. The Inspired Minion Wave takes down the fort gate. Top lane fort gate has been taken down as well. Arcane Orbs are poking in. And we're 5 minutes in. The boss is just now coming out from Tomb of the Spider Queen. No one freed Harrison Jones still. Unfortunate, man. These players have all the time to give no answers in lobbies about player names or where people are, but they have No time to... Free Harrison Jones is just rude. I asked about Porky, and I was purely met with troll or toxic comments, so I whatever, I guess. Always appreciated. Try and get a direct answer. Get an indirect, nondescript answer. Love it. Well, we've got our Ultimate Evolution, Blade Storm, Haymaker, 7-sided Strike, as well as a Wave of Force for Li Ming. Goodbye, BRB soaking. Alarak should have one little... Yeah. Well, it is going to be 10 talents here, slowly rolling in on the left side from that kill. Actually, a little bit faster from that kill. Lava Wave. We do have the Starfall from the Tyrande, as well as the Cocoon, Counter-Strike, and a Water Elemental. Sentinel in the bush, scouts out. Stormbolt misses. Burrow Charge goes in. There's a Cocoon onto the Kerosene. Water Elemental summoned as well. Impale lands onto Hunter Orc. There's going to be a Haymaker, 7-sided Strike. Opaka does go down. Ragnaros uses Lava Wave in the top lane. Water Elemental be cleared away. Sven Ultimate Evolution. Flowing into Li Ming. That'll be cleared out as well. And the Ragnaros did not get the spawning minion wave, as it should be popping up in just a second here. Back in bottom lane, this is a lot of damage into Alarak. He does go down. He is going to be going into the hindered momentum. Ragnaros with the Lava Surge activated, going to try and take down the Samuro. They get the Blade Storm, but the Ragnaros auto is enough. Is there a shifting meteor that Ubi can utilize here? Nubrak is back, by the way, and I don't think they realize this. Burrow Charge onto the Muradin. Kerosene dashes in, and both of them will be taken down. Li Ming is able to blink beyond the fort gate. The mule is called down here, and I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they clear that out and then go for objective. The Blizzard doesn't connect on the mule. Sentinel does get the vision here. And Minion Wave clears out mule. Tyrande getting channel on objective, and bottom shots will fire into bottom fort. Alarak flank into Li Ming! I was watching in the minimap as I was taking a sip of water right there. Nicely done. And Ragnaros is one globe away. He's going to get that in mid for his level 4. So he's got the Catching Fire. He's got his Sulphurous Hungers finished out. Hand of Ragnaros as well will be picked up. So full Empower Sulphurous build. Yeah. Ragnaros clears out the wave in top. Abathur with the hat on a clone will be able to get the last little bit of damage. Now Samuro, can he back away? Nubrak is going to see the Shimmer, but he won't be able to get any sort of Burrow Charge CC. Cocoon was off cooldown, but he's still not going to utilize that there. Stormbolt from Muradin, met by an Impale. Little trade on CC between the two. 6 to 8 in kills currently. And it is looking like a Samuro bottom lane Siege Giants will be grabbed. Sentinel scouts as the camp is done. Some toxic nests have been set up by the Abathur on the right-hand side to get some vision and such. And also a toxic nest underneath the boss as well, so you can actually see this is the vision currently being held. Mirror image will scout out a Nubrak. He does have a... Oh no, it is not Illusion Master. It is the Blade Storms we had mentioned earlier. The way that I got microed right there where at 180 was kind of weird, so... Lava Wave summoned in top lane, pushing back the Abathur bolstered wave. And back over... This is a lot of setup around the boss. And Ragnaros does get the spawning minion wave as we look at the minimap, so nicely done. Sentinel thrown to the right side. Jaina might... Oh, good check in the bush right there. Thought Jaina was going to get dove on. Alright, so top lane wave is cleared out pretty much. Double objective phase coming. Burrow Charge onto Samuro attempted, but he's able to Sakuchi level 13 blink away. Sentinel from Tyrande scouts out the enemies in the bushes over there. Level 16 on the horizon for both, and Ragnaros will also pick up some more defensive measures with the Resilient Flame. When Ragnaros is stunned, he gains 40 armor for 3 seconds, reducing the damage taken by 40 seconds, and has a 15-second cooldown, which is really low for a 40 armor trigger. Abathur stepping up a little bit in top lane, physically autoing these minions. Hell yeah, Sven. Not everyone catches that, but I do. I catch the Abathur auto-attacking. So this is going to be some traded shots mid into mid. And I think that's the entire objective. I think they're just purely going to trade shots. Sentinel thrown up into the top lane. Scouts out the Abathur. Mid fort traded. Let's see, bottom lane fort gate is still up. Top lane fort gate was weakened earlier. Mule has been summoned. Should mitigate some of the damage onto the fort here, as it will not be completely taken down. Another Sentinel from Tyrande scouting. You have mid shots firing out, finished out, getting a little bit more damage onto the fort bottom lane. Impale finds a couple mirror images of Samuro. And a 2-kill difference as another Sentinel goes out, scouting out the enemies. Huge damage into Alarak. Counter-strike, 7-sided strike. We do have a Water Elemental Cocoon onto Muradin. Bladestorm is going to be activated by Samuro, but he's going to get hit with an Impale Burrow Charge. That will be Samuro taken down. By the way, Alarak, his max sadism can be 190. 30 from takedowns, 20% from the level 4, and another 40% from Blades of the High Lord level 13. As this is going to be another fight to break out. Muradin and friends are looking to back away. Some blue health bars are a little bit low. There is going to be an ultimate evolution of the Li Ming. Counter-strike misses. Karazim gets a little healed. The Alarak telekinesis allows him to back away. And they're going to try and go for this. The ultimate evolution is getting a little bit low on duration. If they can get a reset off of Alarak, that'd be huge. He's going to get a Discord Strike. That's going to be a double kill for Li Ming. The boss is being worked on. 7-sided strike takes down this... What? The Ragnaros goes down. What a crazy moment right there as a boss steal comes through and Nameless Kings. That's a bit rough. Water Elemental summoned here. Magic Missiles. There's a lot of damage onto the Jaina. 7-sided strike. Haymaker to the side. Loon's Chosen is going to be there. Li Ming gets the reset, and it is 12-7 and kills. A 5-kill advantage on the right-hand side as the boss will take care of bottom lane fort. And we do have the enemies kind of pushing up in the lane. Hunter Orchid taking a couple of those tower shots, but minus 40 armor, some damage, but no kill. Wow. Honestly, I did not expect that to go in favor of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. I really didn't. Alright, little Sentinel goes out. We do have a 20 looming on the right side of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. Their hat applied. Bottom objective looks like it will be held by Ubi. Lava Wave summoned for the top lane. Top shot's going to top keep. Top fort still. Remember when that Mule did come down, so it did heal up a bit more. Lava Wave takes down Mule. Keck W, it doesn't. Jaina checking Bush with a Frostbolt. We do have the bottom shot still available. The Mule still healing the top lane fort. Ragnaros left that, just kind of chilling in bottom lane. A little awkward interaction right now. I'm kind of surprised they haven't tried to finish out those shots. Oh. Mule is expired. They're now going to go for the shots once again. Fort will finally fall in the top lane. Invade onto this left side camp, I guess. Keep Gate is going to take a little bit of damage. Most of that mitigated by the Mule. Molten Core from Ragnaros. We do have real quick wave clear off from that, and yeah, this top lane keep and such will be safe. They still haven't finished bottom objectives, so bottom shots will go into bottom lane, keep gate. That should take down the majority of it. Smurl will use his... I'm sorry, is that really... Really? Dance of Death at level 20? It is going to be mirror images. Use Bladestorm when Samuro does, but 45% of the damage to Samuro hits at least 20 enemy heroes with Bladestorm, then reset the cooldown. We have the 11-sided strike with the Transgression, Talrosh's Elements, Hive Mind for Abathur, and we do have your Rewind Muradin. 20 talents here, super close on the left-hand side. Ragnaros will almost get it off this top lane wave, I think. I think it's going to be like just shy of the experience. Oh, actually still a little bit more to go. Ragnaros Lava Wave is available if he wants to throw that down a lane, which would guarantee the 20. If he wants to push things out right there. Abathur, by the way, back by the rubble of the fort, but he seems to be in a very comfortable position. All right, 20 trickles in on the left-hand side. Alarak with a rare Might of the High Lord. Alarak gains the... Oh, wait, hold on. That's going to be Verdant Dwarf Toss again. Have to use Rewind to Dwarf Toss out. Submerge for the Ragnaros. A 60-second cooldown, but you heal for quite a good chunk of your health. We do have Rhonda also going into the Shooting Star, and it's Wintermute. But yeah, the Might of the High Lord. Alarak gains access to both of his heroic abilities. This can be activated to change which ability occupies the heroic slot with the other ability using the trait slot. So he has Deadly Charge and Counter-Strike. Wintermute's the big one, though. Wintermute's huge, in my opinion. The next objective phase will be top of the map, singular. Samuro mirror images scouted out. Those will be cleared away really quickly. Of course, it's not the real one. He's hanging out on the right side of the screen, heading back towards bottom lane keep. We do have Li Ming and Karazim going to go clear out the top lane wave. But yeah, Ragnaros was submerged. Some safety right there. Murder will be scouted. He'll get dismounted. Telekinesis has to dwarf toss away. Alarak is going to deadly charge in. Abathur hat is applied to Muradin. Haymaker to push them back. The 7-sided strike mostly mitigated because no one was inside the circle. Samuro currently working on boss and bottom, by the way. It'd be huge if Nameless Kings can find a fight here while Samuro is currently busy with the boss. This could be huge. Ragnaros is getting top shots. Anubrak, they're not going to scout this out, so it is going to be free boss over the right side. Nicely done, free boss. Ragnaros top shots in the top lane keep gate. Allies are going to be backing away. Bottom lane, the boss would take down keep, but not core. Seems like Anubrak and friends are going to call it a stick around with the allies just in case there's a pivot into top lane to try and take down Ragnaros. Murder dwarf tosses in to blindly into this. A lot of damage into Alarak. He gets a counter-strike. The Haymaker comes through the 7-sided strike. Alarak's the first one to go down. Li Ming does fall, though. That's huge. Jaina will go down. Rewind Anubrak. Hunter Orc is low. Burrow Charge lands onto the Karazim, but they can't take him down. Scorch for Toronto trying to back away. The lava wave through bottom. As Muradin dwarf toss to the side, Samuro almost takes down the Tyrande, but he's going to get hit with a whole lot of CC, swaps to another mirror image. Boss and bottom lane, by the way, as I said, is going to take down Keep and might actually get some damage onto the core now as we do have Samuro and Muradin chasing in. Stormbolt lands. There's going to be a cleansing touch as well. Blade Dance from the Samuro. Haymaker pushes the Ragnaros over by the real Samuro. And I'm looking once again, the bottom lane boss is going to be needed to be... the bottom lane boss will need to be managed by Anubrak and friends just to make sure they don't lose any damage on their core. But now Muradin's going to gain the last bit of the top lane temple, and the final shots will take down top keep. Samuro will have mirror images to clear things out with help of Karazim in top lane. And a Sentinel goes across the map. Nameless Kings looking a little low here. This Samuro Abathur 1-2 pickup working out really well for ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. And the rare level 20 Dance of Death. Alright. Toxic Nest will scout out this, the Alarak right there. Top lane wave pushed up a little bit. Mule has not been utilized, it looks like. There's going to be left side camp grab. Bottom lane wave will be cleared out. Next objective phase, double in the center and bottom locations. Abathur will push up the wave, but as I said, Ragnaros is here easily on his own. Top lane wave is scouted out. Li Ming and Samuro showing. I think Karazim and Muradin kind of hiding a little bit. More sentinels being thrown across the map to get some vision. There's the Mule in bottom lane working on that keep tower. Tension has mounted as we have a 6-kill difference, 8-14, favoring the side of Impromptu Role Swap Crew as Nubrak burrows in, fishes for a hit onto Li Ming. Alarak is going to go in for the deadly charge onto Muradin with the sentinel vision. And that'll be the end of the attempt of Muradin's life. I'm just looking to see what the cooldown was of that. Deadly charge is 45. Okay, yeah. Morph launch, Stormbolt, Arcane Orb thrown in, but the minion wave eats it. Samuro holds top lane. Ragnaros in mid. And Alarak is going to go try and have the 1v3-ish. Sakuchi through the way, but there's going to be an After Hat, Counter-Strike applied. BRB soaking sidesteps in, Lunar Flare misses. There's going to be Loon's chosen, and BRB soaking is able to dip, dive, and dodge away. He will be chased a little bit by the Tyrande. There is going to be more of a fight breaking out over here, as Jane is the first one to go down. And with her falling, that might be the beginning of the end, as Li Ming is getting resets. Alarak comes in with the deadly charge and takes her down. But the Temple shots are still taking down Keith. We do have Tyrande, Alarak still trying to make something happen. The Haymaker gets the setup for Karazim kill. We do have the last little bit of damage onto Tyrande. She'll be sent to Finland! And I do believe through Temple shots, this is going to be GG. Impromptu Role Swap Crew will be victorious in map number 3 in our final series of the day. Karazim is at core. We've got Sven Abathur doing... Oh my god, we're dancing at core. You'll love to see it. GG, well played! That is going to be our final series of the day in the books, and the final series for this group stage picked up by Impromptu Role Swap Crew. Why are you guys gonna be so mean to